National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. On first down, it's Watson. A pass caught there by Nixon. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First carry now for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
The Browns at 4 and 5, a game under 500. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 39. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off-tackle run here for Nick Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Second down, here's Chubb again. And not much running room. Down to the 32. You look at the defense for these Texans. And they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared and excited to start this game.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Watson on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb is 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. A handoff to start the drive to Mason. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
And they do finally get him at the 12. 65 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a third down coming up. Now they run. It's Mason. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. On third down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations.
There's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Moore, the man in motion. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Moore, the motion man right. Chubb on the counter. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This is Akins hauling in the short pass, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. And again, it's Chubb. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 70 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Stroud sets up the play action. That one complete. It's tanked down. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Go check, go check.
They'll run here with Mason. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready?
Second down and 6 now.
Alert! Alert!
They'll run again with Mason. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. ground on third down now. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Jerome Ford. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Texans 10.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the 2nd half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And they have the football, and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Shove on 1st down. No room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That's out to Chubb, complete. Touchdown! Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Now Chubb running right. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They'll run with Chubb. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Hey, 24.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Deshaun Watson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Browns take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Stroud. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stroud. Now he's loose up the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
60 boxes.
Here goes Stroud again. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at about the 14. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Oh, and that is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
First down and goal to go at the 4-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Mason. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try to throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. 170 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They go up the middle with Chubb. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Hopkins' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And quickly they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Now Stroud. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Come on.
2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Go.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Stroud looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. He gets this one to Mechie. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. That's pulled in by Brooks. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Number 16. It's a gain of 6. First down, Houston.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
19 targets.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Myles Garrett. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
After the interception, here's Watson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Harris. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly the 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Check. Go.
Now they run. It's Mason. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 80 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Texans first
Third.
down.
Right there, right there.
On the ground again, it's Mason. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Mason. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And Stroud now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
They'll run for it with Mason. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Browns, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get